Alright, good to see you folks. I'm the Spedicles, and welcome back to Need for Speed Unbound. Previously, I completed the second Grand Qualifier, and came to find out that the Lancer Evo 9 is a pretty decent car to use in this game. It's set to 20% grip, but I can drift around, I can drift around corners pretty decently. Okay, so we're at Sunday night. It doesn't look like there's anything going on for big money or nothing. So, oh, there's this for 36 grand. I can probably just do that. It's a buy-in, 12 grand. Okay, so maybe if I went into an event with no buy-in to make up some cash, that would be good. Yeah, I could probably just do that. Yeah. Alright, made up my mind. Got the Lancer Evo 9 all blacked out with red lights on the front and back. To some it might be kind of cringe, and yeah, I can't blame you for thinking that, but for me, I don't know, it just looks kind of cool. It looks edgy. Oh. Okay. Apparently not fast enough. Oh, he's going off the track here. Whoa. Easy. Easy there, partner. There we go, back on the road. Okay, now we can go in here. Okay, event. Track day special. And I'm gonna need this. I'm of course talking about the Lotus Exige. Love using that car. Look at it. Alright. I believe we bet against Yuma, or we bet against Harlow. Oh yeah, we bet against Harlow. Yeah, Harlow always gives a good pay. And we're gonna pass Maya. Very nice. Okay, that corner was a bit wide. That wasn't too bad. Ooh. That one was botched. It was very scuffed. Nah, you are gonna let me win this. You got no chance here. If we were in a track like Skyline Sprint with long-ass straights, it'd be a different story, but because we're on a closed track, I'm pretty good. And of course I'm talking about in terms of like my car and what it can do. This Lotus Exige just really doesn't have a good top end. I've heard people in the community say that this car is good in A class, one of the best even, and then like A plus not so much. So the fact that I have it in A plus means that supposedly I'm running it in a not so optimal setup as far as the meta of this game, but honestly don't really care about that at the moment. Especially since I'm not even doing the online yet. Which still doesn't have cops, I don't believe. Yeah, their corporate decisions. And I think that's gonna be a GG's from the cops. Oh, not quite yet. There we go. That's a GG's from the cops. Oh. Right, or SOS? I'll take that. Keep forgetting how much of a nuisance these cops are. Like, not in a good way, not like they're a challenge, but in the way that they just like are like a temporary setback. They don't feel like a challenge. They just like it feels too easy to keep running away from them. And like for example, you know, if you're in a cooldown state and then you get to an event like that, or if you get into the you get into a meetup, you'll avoid the cops completely. Which I mean, like I'm pretty sure they intentionally set that up as to be like a sort of tactic, but at the end of the day, it just makes it that much easier to get away from them. There, turn my engine off. Because there's a level 1 police unit about to pass us, a patrol unit. And there he goes. There we go. Young women's experiences in Lakeshore. Oh, so you're like about identity and all that crap. Oh, God. Here we go. Call me a creep just because I race cars at night? That's not exactly the definition of creep behavior. That's just the definition of a guy with a death wish. And another pursuit unit. Undercover pursuit unit, because, you know, why wouldn't they put another one just to keep the chase going longer? I'm not sure how much longer we can follow. You'll probably be able to follow for as long as the chopper is around, and then maybe crash yourself out, as you tend to do. Oh. I can drive worth a shit, it's just that kind of came up on me. There are 2 helicopters. And I gotta wait. There was a long pause for the protagonist. Just be like, vapid. 5 seconds later, crap. He asks about the car, and then she's just like, grazie, thank you for taking me to the safe house. Mamma mia, cappuccino. Don't mind me, officer. I'm just a law-abiding citizen with a really fancy car. Just cruising on my way home from work. You know, long day at the office, like a 12-hour shift. You know how it is. Making a low wage, losing half of your money to taxes and the other half to whatever the fuck the government wants to do. Fish hook. Lyric. And I'm in the Evo 9. I am performing the namesake of this stream. Driving Unbound in the Evo 9. Which, that might not even be what I call a YouTube video, but it might be. That thing with lyric skin. I've seen some characters with that before. I don't know what that skin condition might be. Or if that's just a thing with genetics. Like, I don't know what that is. Like dark skin, but then having like light blotches. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm gonna assume it's some kind of skin condition, but I don't want to be rude. Like, what am I talking about? These are fictional characters. Like, being rude to fictional characters is one thing, being rude to real people is another. Just gotta distinguish that difference. I guess what I was trying to say is I don't want to be rude to like people who actually like have that IRL. Like, I don't want to be rude being like, oh, it's a skin condition when it's not. Like, because I generally don't know. I probably should have just looked that up, honestly, at this point. Damn, this car is doing amazingly right now. Keep going in the middle of the lane to purposely hit those cones. It's fun to hit them. Oh god. It's not fun to get past like that. Oh yes, that same electric sheep tag. I think that's what they call them, the tag. I forget. Yeah, get right past that guy. Good, just maintain the lead. There we go. There we go. And across the line. Muscle. Hell yeah, brother. $26,900. Alright. Please no cop chase. Thank you. Safe house. There we go. Now we can get into the safe house. There we go. The helicopter almost started giving chase, so it seems like I can't go much higher than this. I have gold parts on all this. So I think this is probably good. I don't think I have to really modify at all. Wait, I got $750 from what? Where did I get that from? Oh, it must have been a speed trap or something. Yep, speed trap. Right. A Nechka? Somehow I feel like that's not supposed to be a Nechka. That's a Nechka. Oh, she's Ukrainian. She has found purpose in resistance. Gee, I wonder what that trait's inspired by. It's kind of cool. I'm talking about the concept of this face-off, like between a GTR and an Evo 9. Two iconic Japanese cars of the modern day. One being a little more modern than the other, but whatever. Apparently she's fast as fuck, boy. Yes, and I've succeeded. I was trying to get your attention, and I got it. Are you trying to get my attention? Yes. What? Did she say that she's first place? She's not first place, she's second. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. It's just whatever. Oh shit. Oh, that's gonna set me back. I do have restarts, so I can use one of them. Even though I maybe don't want to. No shame being second. This is a head-to-head. There's a lot of shame in being second. Oh. Apparently she missed a checkpoint or something. She got set back. Which is good news for me. Whee! And... skirt! Oh. Skirt! Yeah, apparently with the grip 20%, my turning radius isn't the greatest on this particular course. So, like, I have to drift. Oh well. At least I know I can still do both pretty well. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Isn't plant-based. Oh, I get it. Meat. Maybe it does to you. I wonder if freedom tastes like chicken. And apparently I have to crash into that guy. It's a good thing I don't drive like that in real life. Otherwise my insurance would be through the roof. Okay, Monday. Doesn't look like anything much going on. Except for that big money race down there. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to move on to Tuesday. It's going to be good for money. Oh my god. Synthwave. That would actually make sense, yeah. I remember this series called Outrun, this old arcade series. I had a version of it on the PSP where it's like, you would kind of just go left and right, avoiding traffic, and then maybe drift around corners and stuff like that. Actually, you wouldn't even drift, you would just grip turn really, really hard. And then you would get to basically select which stage you would go to next. A sort of choose your own kind of adventure thing. You'd start at one, you'd go left or right, and then you'd go to a different stage, and then you could do the same thing again to go to another stage, and yeah, it would just keep like branching out as it went from stage to stage. I'm not sure if that was a thing with the original game, but I know it was with the PSP version that I had, and it was kind of cool. It was a nice little time waster for when I was just, say, patiently waiting for a doctor's appointment as a kid. Like, you know, to get a checkup with the bump on the knee and all that, and the stethoscope. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right here. What is it? It is a... Oh. Oh. I desperately wanted to see what that car was, and I get myself into a chase. I do it to myself. Good thing heat level 1 is easy. Here we go. Testarossa. And it's white, too. Florida plates. Pretty sure that's a reference to Miami Vice. Everybody say, hey, we want some money. Yeah, this is definitely tricky with the speed of this car not being too good. Like, it doesn't accelerate very quick. But it's a car from the 80s. You can't expect it to be, you know, ultra super fast. Please no spikes. Oh, there are spikes, but I avoid them. Alright, cool. Kind of weird how, like, back in the day, they used to only put one mirror on a car. Only one. I mean, it's probably to generally save costs and stuff, but still, really weird. I guess they must have had to make it mandatory for them to put on 2 mirrors for them to start doing it for every car. And apparently that wasn't done before the 80s. That was like a more recent thing, like 90s or something. Well, at least if we're going by the years of the car. I'd have to look that up too. Put his asshole down! I'm going the complete wrong way. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. We look like a bunch of gliders. $13.50 before even finishing this delivery. Just gonna go here, doing what this car was not made for. I wish that we could get Toyota back in Need for Speed. Wish they would stop being a bunch of bitches about street racing, like, oh no, we're not gonna put our cars at Need for Speed because it promotes street racing. It's like, does Nissan give a shit? No. Does Mazda give a shit? No. Does Ferrari give a shit? No. So why the fuck do you care so much about street racing? It's like, it's just promotion for your vehicles, man. Oh, that's a tactic for avoiding the cops. Huh. You're gonna have to remember that. Sweep the district. Find this asshole. Car delivered. 15 grand and I didn't even need to repair it. Like a boss. Wait, what? Oh my god.
We're just procuring these things. It's up to the clients what they do with them.
Sure.
What?
No, I think I'm procuring these ones are barely complete stories.
Ooh, account speedy.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. I stopped listening to you a while back.
Okay, Tess is a straight up. I feel like Tess is a straight up bitch. Like, come on, you're not gonna listen to his genuine concerns? Like, fuck off. Before I do that, collecting street art. Fight the power. Again, I wonder what that came from. Oh, you'll be fine. Did she say oof? Nanny state? Again, yes, they may be corrupt, but at the end of the day, we're the ones breaking the law. So the fact that they're targeting us isn't really that far out of the question. Like, it really shouldn't be that much of a big deal on their part. Because really, they're just doing their job. They're trying to keep the roads safe. Like, if you were to crash into somebody going 200 miles per hour in real life, they'd be dead and you would be dead. In this game, not so much because of, you know, physics and all that crap. But in real life, it's different. So, like, if we're talking in terms of simple logic when it comes to the story, like, we're not the good guys. And I don't mind being the bad guy in a game like this. If I'm a bad guy that, you know, does it in such a cool, stylish way that I end up being, like, this legend of the street, then that's all that matters to me. In real life, I'm not going to be that kind of guy to break the speed limit and run from every cop in existence. I'm not going to be the kind of guy to bash through roadblocks and rack up millions of dollars of damage by going through some building that collapses on top of multiple cops, giving me a whole bunch of bounty points so that I can go to the next fucking guy in the blacklist. I'm not going to be that kind of guy in real life, because that's frankly impossible, for one. And for two, it's just not something a sane person does. It's like, that's what these games are for. It's to be just fun. You're the bad guy, but you're doing it for fun. So that in real life, you don't have to. It's not but, like, these games, it's like, oh, you know, everyone's, like, self-expressive, and, like, those who chases down the cops are just, like, a bunch of old assholes who are, like, corrupt and all that crap. Fight the establishment, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're making it about politics, very much. Which is weird. That was a big rant that I just had. And it might have not have even been a coherent one. But that's okay. Well, that's one way to escape them, just going off a cliff really slowly. There we go. Weirdly incredible smells. And yet it has the exact same logo as all the others. I wish it was different. I wish they were branded to fit the characters. Like say Anechka's was, like, in Ukrainian to fit her. You know what I mean? Like, I know it was just talking about how, like, oh, it's all about self-expression with these characters. But, like, you know, if you're gonna be all about self-expression, you might as well lean into it. Go that extra mile, you know? I don't think I've noticed these light effects. Like, hold on, look at this. Like the lights. You can even see kind of an imprint of where like the brake light lights up. That seems like a nice detail, because that's something that can actually happen with tinting your lights in real life. Like eventually you kind of get these imprints of the lights lighting up from like the heat and stuff like that. And eventually it can bubble and peel off, that kind of stuff. So while this isn't the most realistic game ever, it's definitely doing its best to give his sense of immersion just purely by adding all these details. Aside from, of course, the anime-style characters, which they're doing to look different. Hey, it's a takeover with our boy A$AP Rocky, who's got like, what, 3 songs in this soundtrack? Drift event is not really that doable in this car, but takeover is, because you're not just drifting, you're smashing stuff too. You just gotta keep that combo going. I could get that on the next lap. Holy! I could get that on the next lap. Lap 2, 3. Oh yeah, keep her going. We go this way. Then we gotta go left on there in the next one. So we gotta keep that as a mental note. Whee! Got that. Okay, final lap. So that will be where the finish is. Very cool. I missed that. Didn't miss that. Didn't miss that. Oh, I've won. Oh, I've got it easy. I just need to finish this. Might as well try to rack up as many points as possible. Well, speaking of which... this is just cool, man. These little stunt runs. It's like the kind of stuff you imagine when playing with toy cars. You know, just jumping over the weirdest ramps and then doing flips and tricks and stuff. Which are kind of more akin to the Burnout series, which was made by Criterion years ago. Before they stopped in the 2000s. He said my shit was tight. That's humbling. City limits. Head to head 24 grand. I mean... there's not really any harm in doing that.